A very good evening to each and everyone. I am here to share a short experience for whatever that happens and how we approach to our methods to make sure that we make things to happen in a very possible way. In a congregation of life, we have the limitation of life and we have dedication to life. Whatever we do is just like a major. If we measure the things, we can make it to happen by looking for the units. How can we look for the unit for a particular things? We have 5 important medicine of success. To be a successful person in life, you have to undergo some protocols. That is what it can be certainties and it can be demonstrated as the core. The first priority and the protocol would be what is called attitude. If you have the word attitude in you, attitude can lead you to all the stands. It can lead you to all the limits. It can improve your mental and head care in order for you to achieve the word called success. Success does not only come from dreams. If you can dream for success, you have to pick up your arms to do something responsible, to do something reasonable, to make sure that you have made the things to happen. How can you make the things to happen? By the use of attitude. I call attitude as the number one process or number one protocol to lead to a successful life. So the second one is determination. You have to determine after improvement of your attitude. Determination is a way that you admire and you follow to achieve a successful life. To each and every individual, we all have the talents in us. That most important thing for us to do is to apply the talent for the beneficiary of other people's in the life. How can you touch other people's life? Is to improve the terminology and other things of what to do and how to do it. How can you make it possible and make it to happen in life? The third one would be what is called dedication. You have to make dedication before you should look for each and every alternative to life. Life came in a process and life came in a direction that you can just assume it and you can pretend to assume it and it will happen as a truth. Then the fourth one is gratitude. How can we gratify our issues to make sure that the issue has happened in a proper way? Firstly, we have to set our brain alert. By setting your brain alert, you can make things to happen in a reasonable way. Then the last one is prayers. We can never do anything. We cannot ever be successful people without prayers. So we undergo the prayers at the last protocols in the life. So now, let's come back to the simplest arithmetic. The first arithmetic in life is attitude. As I made mention, if you measure the limitation and the unit of attitude, you can have attitude 100% because attitude is what you inherit from your parents. Then the second one is determination. You have to determine for what to be. How can you become something else in the future just emergently? Not possible. You have to determine and focus. So determination is also 100% when we go to the quantitative terminologies. So now let's move to the dedication. Dedication also can be 100% if you go by the arithmetic processes. So now let's move to the gratitude. In the gratitude, you have to gratify the issue, and the gratitude is around 85%, whereas the prayers is around 84%. Also, if you combine the two and make the 5, principles, you can notice and think of yourself that determination, attitude, and dedication, they made up of success before the prayers and gratifications. So now, I would like to tell you guys on how to set the brain alert. How can you set your brain alert is by assuming something new. To be something new in the future, you have to think of something big. To think of something big, you just have to make sure that your brain is well alerted. You observe things. We don't notify things on how they are. We just have to make things to happen in the good mediums. We think on the life. We have to connect our physiological and the central nervous system with the mind, because the mind is well connected with the nervous system, and the nervous system is well connected with the physiology of life. How can you determine how to set the brain alert and connect the central nervous system with the mind? The mind is very special because it's the mind that meditates of what to do, and you can control it at all the time. How can you control it? You can control it by a factor, and the factors can be based on your attitude, based on your determination, and based on your dedication. Before you should look of an alternative to solve all the problems. Problems arises, but it is left for us to connect the mind, our physiological, to meditate and have an alternative or a solution to each and every issues. So I share the experience for how to meditate and continue and connect the central nervous system and physiological experiences with the mind. So with this, I will also talk about how to improve yourself and to motivate yourself. To motivate yourself is to keep it in your mind that yes, you can do it no matter how the challenge is. The challenges may come, but the challenges never determine who you are, and never allow your future or your background to determine your future, and never allow your future to be terminated by your background. You may face a lot of challenges, but the challenges never admire what you are attending to or what you are focusing in order to become in the future. Also, now the future have a lot of things, and for you to approach the future, you have to look at the limit, and by looking at the limit, you undergo what is called limitations of life. You have to make a dedication to life, and also make your life to be in a being and a sound being. You have to make your heart to be healthy, make your brain to be healthy. Connect your brain with the mind. The two things work together because they are responsible for giving both the external and the internal stimulus. That is what the limitation, that is the reason why to irritabilize to something is very important in life. Also, in our next round, we discuss how to approach to something big and how to become a successful person no matter what the background you came from. And I will also talk about terminologies on how you are to improve yourself and trade your talent to benefit other people. Okay? So now I will like to revise and summarize in details that determination, your attitude and dedication are all 100% according to arithmetic, priorities and the protocols of life. Then the gratitude and prayers all move around and all connected together. Also with this, you can admire and think on how to connect your central nervous system with the mind, because what happens to the mind is being interpreted and given the signals to the brain. Okay, you have to learn all the things and maintain the balance of your life to make sure that yes, you have stand by a successful life. Never lose your conviction because of your oppositions, because some people may go against you, but never mind. to have discouraged to what you have to do. Make sure that you have well plans of your life and what to be, because the future is more important than the present. You just have to take your time to make sure that you have make all the things to be done, and also forget about all other circumstances. This is not, as a student life, a study time is not almost time for enjoyment. We just have to focus and do it for a period of time, because study time is just for a period of time. If you are running 4 years course, you can easily graduate in your 4 years course, and then you can, whether you are to seek for a job or you can go for anything. You can also invest on your own. You can become an entrepreneur, a businessman, or this and that. Also, you have a lot of things just to have the knowledge and then be addicted to what you love most. That is what, to make sure that your brain is well alerted and well connected with the environment to adapt to important things in life is more important, and it can lead you to road of success. Okay, we discuss in detail in our next round.